Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Wadina Sofia binti Osman. My metric number 202147138. The title as shown in this slide is The Perception of Motivation on Rock Climbing Activity Among FSR Students. Before we go to the next slide, I will introduce our group member, which is me, Wadina Sofia binti Osman, metric number 202147138. Next, Noliana binti Abdul Halim, metric number 20218292226. Third, Farid Naim Shah bin Pauzaidi, metric number 20216531114. Last one, Haika Azhar bin Azhar, metric number 20218096674. Next is objective. Objective have 4. Objective 1, to investigate the intrinsic motivational factor to participate in rock climbing activity among FSR students. Objective 2, to investigate the extrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing activity among FSR students. Objective 3, to analyze the differences of intrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing between genders among FSR students. Number 4, to analyze the differences of extrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing between genders among FSR students. Next is hypothesis. Hypothesis 1, there is significance between differences of intrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing between genders among FSR students. Non-hypothesis 1, there is no significance between differences of intrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing between genders among FSR students. Hypothesis 2, there is significance between differences of extrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing between genders among FSR students. Non-hypothesis 2, there is no significance between differences of extrinsic motivational factors to participate in rock climbing between genders among FSR students.
Hi, my name is Haika Azhar bin Azhar. My metric number is 2021809674. Now, I will explain about how to do the data management in SPSS application. For the data management, step first is click the file button and click the import data input and go through the Excels. Second, from the Excel, we choose the data from the Excel and the data will automatically insert into the SPSS application. For this slide, we can show that we choose the sheet 1 and click OK, so it will attract all the data from the Excel to SPSS application. So this is the data after we transform from the Excel to SPSS. Next, from this slide, you should click the variable view and change the value of label as for gender. 1 is for males, 2 is for females, and then choose the level of study and change that value. This 1 is diploma and number 2 is degree. In addition, click most preferred location to rock climbing, which is number 1 is Bukit Ketri, number 2 is Gua Cendrawasih, and number 3 is Gua Kelang. After that, click the how often you participate in rock climbing activity in months, which is number 1 is for once month, number 2 is for twice a month, number 3 is for 3 times a month, number 4 is for times a month, and lastly for number 5 is for more than 4 times a month. Lastly, click for the questions and change the value from 1 until 7, which is number 1 is does not correspond at all, number 2 and 3 is correspond a little, number 4 is correspond moderately, 5 and 6 is correspond a lot, and last, number 7 is for correspond exactly. After that, click copy and paste start from question 1 until question 28. Then change the measure of question from nominals to ordinals and just copy and paste from question number 1 until question 28. Okay, now we can explain how to compute the data. Firstly, click the transform and we go to the compute variables. It will come out and apps about compute variables. Then it will come out and asks about compute variable. Then insert the question variable according to intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation and change the level of target variable. From the slide, we can show that, for example, put the intrinsic motivation about to know and put the question that's related with target variable. After that, just click OK. Do the same for the other target variable. So now we can get all the data of target variables. So that's all from me. So I will pass for the next presenter to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurana binti Abdul Halim. Metric number 2021-829-226. So I will continue with these presentations. Normality test. To check normality and outlier, go to the Analyze, choose Descriptive Statistic and click Explore. For the dependent list, choose the intrinsic motivation to know, intrinsic motivation to accomplish, intrinsic motivation to experience stimulations, extrinsic motivation to identify, extrinsic motivation to introjected, extrinsic motivation to external regulations, and a motivation for the factor list. Choose gender. Click statistic and choose outlier, then click continue, then click plots and choose box plots, then click normality plots with test and click continue. Lastly, click OK so the normality test will appear. According to the normality test, the result of Kolmogorov-Smirnov state that the p-value for extrinsic motivation to introject and intrinsic motivation to experience stimulation is less than 0.05. Hence, the data is not normal, while for intrinsic motivation to know, intrinsic motivation to accomplish, intrinsic motivation to identify, intrinsic motivation to external regulations, and a motivation, the total of the p-value is more than 0.05. Hence, the data is normal. Descriptive statistic. In this test, we will use for the variable that have at all demographic data, which is gender, level of study, how often you participate in rock climbing activities in a month, and most preferred location to rock climbing in place. First, click Analyze, then choose Descriptive Statistic. Click Descriptive. Next, for the descriptive, choose the gender, then click option and click at mean and standard deviations, then click continue. Lastly, click OK so it will come out the result for the gender, and for the next variable, just use the same step as above. So that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is Farin M. Shabin Pauzaidi. My matrix number is 2021-653114, and I will continue my presentation. For the research objective 3 and research objective 4, our group will use independent sample test to examine the data. First step, go to Analyze and then compare means and select independent sample test. Then choose test variable for extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation and choose gender for grouping variable. For the grouping variable, press define group and put 1 for the male and 2 for the female, and then continue and then press OK. Lastly, after we press OK, the data will display the output for intrinsic motivation data and extrinsic motivation data. That's all from us. Thank you.